Hey guys, what is up? This is Keisha, aka Author KO Sterling, and I'm back today to do another video. I want to come on here and I want to answer a question that I've been getting a lot lately when I've been doing book events. My last book, Freedom from Depression, a lot of people have asked me, so why did you write a workbook about depression? Like, why did you create an interactive journal about depression? Well, the unfortunate reality is that there are a lot of people who, because of the culture that they are from, know they need help, want to get help, but they are ashamed to get help because you are expected to be strong. You are expected to hold your head up. You are expected to stand on the shoulders that people that came before you. And quiet as it's kept, everybody is not the same. Like, we do not have the same support systems that were available even to our ancestors, even probably one generation ago, right? So much has changed. So we don't have that village to help us be strong. We don't have those shoulders and that sense of community and even that sense of family. You have a lot of families who live separate and divided lives. Like, a lot of us can't even depend on relatives or family members, right? As to lean on as our support system. So I created a workbook. I created a journal that is specifically focused in on people who deal with depression, people who have really just kind of thrown in the towel, people who are feel themselves slipping through the cracks. So that is why I created my journal. That is why I created this here particular workbook, because whether we want to agree with it or not, there are people who need help, that know they need help, but will probably never get help because of the cultural stigmas that exist. And some people simply may not can afford to go and get the treatment that they need, or just to talk to a therapist or a counselor or what have you. Some of us don't even, again, have that support system where we can call somebody that we can lean on, that we can trust to tell them our private, personal, inner workings or things that may be going on with us. And I think that is so important to have a social circle, somebody that you can lean and depend on. Nevertheless, with all of that being said, understand that people do have their lives, and sometimes people don't want to kind of be a nuisance. People don't want to kind of be a bother or a headache to somebody else who may have things going on. So I created the Freedom from Depression interactive journal and workbook with not just myself in mind, but it started with me in mind, because I needed something that was not busy. I needed something that wasn't all over the place. So it got me to thinking when I got ready to expand the interactive journal and workbook, and when I decided to put it up for sale and offer it as a resource and as an additional tool that a person can add to their toolbox, I also kept that in mind. I also kept in mind that when you are going to through depression, when a person is going through isolation, that the last thing they want to do is answer 1,000 questions. So it's not like I'm just gonna create something, an additional product to sell or anything like that. It's definitely not that. This journal, this interactive journal, this workbook is definitely a solution to a whole lot of people's problems. This interactive journal, this workbook, is definitely a solution to a lot of people's problems. But we definitely have to be willing, y'all. We have to be willing to take that gamble. We have to be willing to invest in ourselves. When we invest in ourselves, or when we think of the word investment, because our culture or our system is based off of capitalism, we think in the terms of investment as, kind of stock, bonds, dividends, annuities. We think of we think of just kind of hard assets, right? We think of houses, cars, properties, estates, and things of that nature. But no, the first and the best investment you can ever make is with you. The first investment that you can ever make is with yourself. Because when you feel good about you in here, when you okay in here, baby, you can handle the world. Y'all, I cannot tell you, there are so many people right now with a bank full of money. There are a lot of people out here right now with a bank full of money and do not know what town that they are in. They don't know what town they in. They don't know what day of the week it is. They don't know the date on the calendar. Hell, they can't even tell you what time of day it is. And I don't mean that in a cynical and sarcastic way, but I'm saying that we're going to have to redefine what investment looks like, because you are the best investment that you will ever make in your entire life. You know why? Because when you invest in yourself, you can be a better investment to those around you. You can be a better investment to your partner. You can be a better investment to the people that got to live with you. Because, baby, when you depressed, when you anxious, when you got a lot going on in the here and in your physical body, you might not be very pleasant to live with. I'm going to just be honest. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put it out there for people can be able to reach it. A lot of times, we don't know how bad we are until somebody come and tell us how hard it was or difficult it was to live under the same roof with us. So I implore you guys, make sure, we're going to have more conversations going forward, but make sure if you have not checked out the Freedom from Depression interactive workbook and journal, make sure you invest in yourself. Make sure you check it out. I'll be doing more live streams around it. We're having more conversations, but I just want to start with beginning by encouraging you guys to invest in yourself. And let's get rid of this cultural stigma. Let's not worry about in the last quarter of this year what people are going to think. Let's decide that we're going to put that down and make ourselves a priority. Because again, when you invest in you, not hard assets, but when you invest into your development as a human being, as a spiritual being, as a person, as a woman, that is going about your everyday life, that may have responsibilities, whether that be a family, whether that be a household, whether that be leadership roles on your job, whatever the case may be, understand that when you invest in developing yourself as a person, you are so much better to the people who have to interact with you and come in contact with you on a regular and a consistent basis. So, with that being said, make their experience a good experience when it's time to interact and when it's time to spend time with you, okay? Make sure that their experience is an awesome and amazing experience and a memorable experience, and not a bad experience, but a good experience, because you have chosen to invest in you first by investing. Not again in hard assets, but investing in developing your mindset, investing in developing in here, investing in creating good, healthy habits, okay? That's going to make you better and more pleasant to be around. At any rate, I done went on. Y'all. Okay, all right. KLSterling.net, 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 KLSterling.net. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye.